and looking to rumble. SMG with the adaptation with Zorn in the picture. Can they look for that stomp? The Faramis in the hands of SMG. They're looking for all-out pros and tanky meaty shields against the one-shot combo where Team HAQ does have the split push potential. Ladies and gentlemen, we're heading in towards the land of dawn for game number 1 for SMG versus Team HAQ.
Hear that crowd roar. We're excited to see who's going to be coming up in this second matchup. The rematch between SMG and Team HAQ, game number 1. And immediately Zorn right up to his antics here, trying to bait Min out to do something about him.
Well, the king of emotes, known for his title. He is going to be saving his way through every single time there's going to be emote. At the same time, we do see Zorn looking to go for the invades. Gary, not going to be pressured. Zorn is just taking a shield pill, messing it up with Min's brain, and it seems like Min might be actually affected by this.
Honestly, Min can't really do much about it. Let's be real here. Min at level 1 Atlas doesn't really threaten Grok at all, and Grok's passive ensures that he's not going to get punished. But I think the important thing here is how Zyme Senpai, with the help of Zorn, is able to clear out that Min.
He might
he
die.
Shouldn't die here. If he dies right now, he's in a lot of trouble, but he's going to play with fire as Min gets some good damage onto him so far. Zyme Senpai caught really deep inside the enemy jungle. Without his roamer here, he needs the help of Box, who gets into the middle of it. First blood achieved by Team HAQ. Guardian's barrier already up, and Box trying to get as much as he can. Mon really caught out of position here. Box can actually secure this kill, but Min needs to block this. Mon ends up dying. Box level 4.
No.
Oh, the lethal counter doesn't connect. Sasa, he wants this kill. Give it to me, brother. Give it to me. Box still chucking him down. One more auto is all he needs. Sasa's gonna proc his sprint as he runs off, and Gary going for a full-on dive. Box needs to respond to this as quickly as possible. Sasa takes the battle mirror image back. Instantly.
Now Gary,
he's locked in. That's 2 kills for Team SMG.
Yo, that was some big brain moments coming from SMG. They're just setting up a very, very long macro play, especially from Zorn, because the mind games are getting into Team HAQ, but somehow they managed to capitalize this on this, and now SMG they get another kill with this lead, and a lot of mess ups coming from SMG, but somehow Team HAQ completely thrown off guard. This is a very, very chaotic playstyle from SMG, not what I'm used to watching.
Look, it's protocol. That's the bread and butter of Team SMG. They've got protocols for everything, apparently. I didn't expect it to turn into that, however, but Team HAQ a little shaken by that, now behind by 3 kills.
Dude, that did not look like protocol at all. That looked very different from the usual SMG I'm looking for.
At least the communication is clear. Like, Sasa was making his way in towards Tribrush when it already occurred. Like, Zyme Senpai is like, I'm gonna need some help here. Zorn's completely out of this fight. You gotta do something about this. Now, Zorn, you know, trying. No, he resets it. No, don't think he actually does. Okay, he doesn't. Thank goodness.
What's the retreat? No, he's gonna take it. No,
forcing the retreat. That perfect. Zorn's trying to get on out of here, but instead Min says, "No way, Jose. We're bringing you back with a fatal links."
So he's making a lot of space. He's sacrificing himself, but he's applying so much pressure that they force a 4-man rotation, and Sasa is able to farm his way through on the top side. But let's take a look at the emblems real quick. I don't see anything out of order. Maybe the Cyclops here reducing a little bit on his movement speed, prioritizing on cooldowns instead.
Okay. Prioritizing the cooldowns here, a good spread, and I do think it's kind of interesting. Not a lot of players in general like to kind of split up their, what do you call it? What are they called again? Oh, the sub-emblems. And most of the time, like, we saw it from Stormy initially, and now we're seeing some diversification. But right now, Smooth getting absolutely smacked around by Lola and Gary. Double KO. Oh, the single KO strike should be enough to keep him alive here. Smooth keeps his cool as Zorn creates space. Panda gets a free kill as the rest of Team SMG look to farm the rest of it. Sasa comes in with a blazing duet. Panda now in some trouble. Wesker is not enough as the Fatal Links pulls back Min under the turret. Box able to finish them off. It's more than enough. The dive is successful, and Mon is forced to watch as top tier 1 will slowly crumble.
This is huge for SMG. Like, usually we do expect SMG to play it safe. They want to get kills and just get like a winning trade in this regards. But what's very interesting is that Zorn is actually throwing his body for the sake of making space. And what I mean by that is that he's taking advantage of his emblem, which is going to be the pull yourself together, where he's capitalizing so much space to allow SMG to get free farms, especially up for Sasa as well as Box. And this is actually helping them get a better laning phase compared to, I don't know, usually people will think that, oh, your tank is dying a little bit too much, you're kind of garbage. But this time, this is very calculated coming from SMG.
Oh, the catch out to Min so far. Does he have the perfect match? No, he does not. Fatal Links only hits onto Zorn so far. But can they finish off this kill? Altar already procced here. They can actually press the advantage here, but they don't want to. They pull back. They see Gary, and they're like, no, 4v2 is too much, and we don't want to go even Stevens. We'll just let Zorn die.
Yeah, that was just unfortunate for Zion Senpai. It was half a second late, and we're talking about damage reductions as well and damage output, right? This is where it's starting to shine. The magic output coming from Zion Senpai is starting to show that it's not going to be enough, and the rest of the teams are just physical. Meanwhile, Smooth just tanking his way through, takes a tier 1 off Lola's face.
What is going on here? We didn't get to see the EXP lane too much here, but right now, Smooth is sitting at a full level ahead. He's got 1 kill, and he's also broken the tier 1 single-handedly, in a matter of fact, which is rather surprising. We don't get to see that too often here in the EXP lane, but Smooth, he's making some money moves. Lola, he's probably going to get kicked here. No, he doesn't have the right angle here, and neither does he have the kick either, so I think that's fine. Team HAQ, they back up, but Team SMG very clearly in the lead.
You know, this is what I'm talking about. Smooth, one of the strongest XP laners that every single player out there has got to respect, and this is him showing his dominance right here and then. And now they're looking for the invades. Gary is going to be forced to maybe concede the purple buff because the rest of SMG is here, but Lola, he gets pulled from the wall, and that's a scary position to be in. Fortunately for him, he is a Cho, so it's going to be A-okay. Here comes a kick. He's not going to be able to chain the way of the dragon for now, but they do force the lethal counter from SMG.
Yeah, throughout this entire time, Team HAQ have been sending 2 of their members, especially Min, up onto Beatrix's side to help her out to crack open the tier 1. So now they're evening up the gold a little bit more, but unfortunately, the attention has been shifted on taking away purple buffs. Gary is going to have a lot less impact when he doesn't have, when he has a lot less energy. Yeah,
that's the one downside about Ling, right? Ling has gotten to a stage where it's very similar to Fanny. No purple buff, can't do anything in that regards. But now, Turtle's gonna be up for grabs. Zorn looking for the sacrificial plays again. Fatal Links has been baited out. He's all by himself, but he still has the wall charge. He's still buying so much time. But seems like the Cult Altar is still going to be held on from the side of Zion Senpai as Team HAQ still looking for a catch rotation. Smooth looking for the 1 punch, but Box, he finds Panda. And this is not looking good for him because he's not going to be able to escape this if he gets caught. But fortunately for him, it's going to be A-okay.
Min did not want to waste his flicker for it. He doesn't have the Fatal Links either, but now they're setting up a potential dive here up on the bottom side of the map. Smooth in position, sees Lola, he's like, nope, don't want to get kicked anytime soon. And now Team SMG going to diverge. They don't want to do this dive anymore. 3 members is not going to be enough, and they notice that Ling is on the top side of the map.
Yeah, Ling, Team HAQ has no choice but to go for the split push potential. And on top of that, Gary doesn't have the purple buff. It's just not worth taking a team fight at all. And because of that, he is going to be in a little bit of trouble, and SMG, they know he needs his purple buff. They're already set up. Gary gets pulled to half HP, but they want to force a fight. Fatal Link comes in, Team HAQ. They're caught off guard, but the Cult Altar keeps them alive. And here comes Safa with the big play to win. And on top of it all, Gary, he's going to be dropped down pretty low. Panda reverse sweeps the fight, but that was a very, very scuffed fight.
Oh my goodness. They ended up they unfortunately didn't end up trading as much as they would like to, but those 2 kills coming in, those 2 essentially kills for the side of Team SMG, so very worth it. They get Min, they get Lola, they also get an objective. Did they deny the purple buff? I didn't exactly see there, but there was a very big opportunity for this to be severely worse for Team HAQ.
This is going to be very, very difficult. But like I said as well, the Cult Altar is a big, big threat in the hands of SMG. And Team HAQ, they don't really have a lot of response to do with it. And currently, Zorn does scout out 2 members. He knows. He's just mocking them. And no, Team HAQ, they can do nothing about this Grok.
Yeah, they really can't. And as unfortunate as it seems right now, with the 4.7k gold lead, it looks like they understand how Zorn wants to play, and Team SMG have set up protocols for that too. So it's looking really, really good for Team SMG.
Zorn looking to zone Gary once again. He's got the purple buff, but the Lord is going to be the objectives coming from SMG. And currently, SMG, they are just not in a position because from the back lines, Lola dives the tier 1. He gets chunked by the tier 1, and that is not helping him at all. Move in, going to be pulled back, and the rest of SMG is going to be completely swarming and diving on Team HAQ, and they have to sound a retreat as the rest of them goes back. Move! He makes a last attempt, gives a free kill for Panda. That's going to be Panda getting a little bit more economy, but they lose Lord control.
Oh, they tried. I mean, honestly, Smooth tried, and I can understand that he thought he might have enough damage with the Lord falling into the hands of Team SMG right now. Team HAQ unfortunately don't get too much of a gold swing onto their side with a 4.6k gold lead so far for Team SMG. They are looking for an inhibitor, and that might guarantee them checkmate. Look at the gold ranking!
Yeah, because Sasa is just topping the charts alongside with Box. Panda doesn't even stand a chance, but Panda is only up here because he got the kill against Smooth. But aside from that, he would be so much lower than this.
Yeah, so far the Cult Altar has been used very defensively for the side of Team SMG. Whenever they expect the Fatal Links to happen, Cult Altar gets dropped as soon as you see it. Smooth, just taking his time, focusing more on just overall housekeeping on the side lanes.
And as of yet, with the Lord going to be pushing down from the bottom side, Zorn is going to be opening up the map. He's looking to go set up for a couple plays, but as of this, he's going to delay the Lord a little bit, but he mistimed the timing a little bit. So that's going to be the Lord going to be finished off. But meanwhile, Lola is going to get pulled back. He might die to this, and he actually will.
Yep.
And that is going to be SMG getting a freebie on the XP later.
Nice catch coming in for the side of Team SMG. They had just enough damage, but Zyme Senpai with the pull with the Shadow Stampede really nicely yoinks him. Maximum distance will allow Sasa to build up his Art of Thievery stacks real fast. And now, can they get any more than this? With Lord down and no Lord empowered minions left, Team HAQ now play defensively. Let's see if Team SMG is still able to crack open an inhibitor. They're looking for the engagement, and Zorn holding us strong to the power of nature.
Oh!
3 members caught in the Fatal Links, but the Cult Altar keeps them alive. They get the inhibitor. Zorn's trying to get out with the wild charge, ends up dying. They miss out 2 members here, but Team SMG, they don't mind. They're taking the purple buff as well as an inhibitor. On the opposite side, Gary sees this happening, takes their purple buff too. The invades upon counter invades.
Yeah, that was a very deep dive coming from Zorn and Smooth, and on top of it all, and that's what I mean by caught out timings, right? If you pop it in the wrong time, even though you're getting caught up together, the moment you're dead, you are going to be silenced for a period of time where you're not going to be able to do too much. So that's going to put them in a disadvantage, especially when they're so deep into his enemy territories. And because of this play, Team HAQ, they're able to bounce back and get a couple of farms across the map.
Well, I mean, they are able to get a couple of objectives, but overall, the score is looking still in Team SMG's favor. Like, Gary's going for the 1v1 against Smooth here, but it's not going to force Gary to use his ult just yet. He knows better. He needs his ult for later. Let's look at the Lord push advantage. 12k tower damage, 2.9 EXP earned, but only 1.2 gold earned, and it swung back almost immediately as Team HAQ was able to press their advantage against Team SMG.
Yeah, that was... I'm pretty sure the calculation is going to be a little bit more higher if they did not lose so many heroes from SMG. But so far, it's not over yet. I'm a little bit curious to see how the itemizations coming from Team HAQ. Have they adapted the itemizations to deal with all this physical compensation for SMG? Because earlier, just now, we did see the damage dealt coming from Zyme Senpai. It was barely 30,000 as compared to what Mun is dishing out throughout the entire team fights.
Yep, as Gary split pushes the side lane and the rest of Team HAQ is covering, they're willing to sacrifice this Luminous Lord here, as Smooth should be able to protect this inhibitor, but he's taking so much damage here from Wesker. Gary trying his best to clear it out, but Zorn is chasing them down. They've got the potential flank here. Panda, can we get out of here just in time? It should just be Min who gets caught up, but with the perfect match, it's going to be tough to keep up with them. They all make it into safety. No punish coming in from Team SMG, but now with 42k gold and a Luminous Lord, they need to make sure they can crack all the inhibitors and look to end the game.
Yeah, they've got the Lord objectives, but you can start to see how difficult it is for SMG to actually chunk away at Team HAQ's composition. They're just so tanky, so mobile in all this fights, and slowly but surely they will lose out a lot of this team fight potential. But Gary, however, looking for the ego challenge against Smooth. He's got the crits, but Smooth, he's looking for the reset, but he flickers away. He outmaneuvers Gary, but his life is still in jeopardy. Has the KO pot. Can he get it? And he gets the KO! He wins the fight against Gary. Sad boy Gary, Smooth, just so smooth.
He played that perfectly. He was waiting for those cooldowns, hid in the brush. So as soon as he sees the Divine Sword come out, double KO strike to the face. And now the inhibitors are being threatened as the Fatal Links come out. Call Altar to respond. They're looking to end this game. Panda needs to stay alive as lethal counter finds one, hits its target. Panda, the next forced to flicker. And now they're looking to end this game. Nibiru's Passion already coming out. And that is going to be game, set, match for number 1. Team SMG nicely take this game away.
Well, the parents of Smooth are pretty happy with their flashy play, because Smooth, I've never seen him play like that before, but what a way to end it for game number 1. For him to win his 1v1 matchup against Gary, that's got to be the biggest statement on why he's one of the strongest XP laner here in MPL, boy.
The worst part is that he missed the initial KO strike, ended up having to flicker away, and then catches him off later down the lane. That was an unfortunate series of events, but well done for Team SMG to be able to take that first game of the best 3.
Yeah,